some spilled sugar. Somehow, it didn't feel quite right. This may seem puzzling. Marty was clearly in a Starbucks store, similar to all the others. But there's a critically important difference between a Starbucks store and a Starbucks experience. To Marty and many thousands of customers just like him, the Starbucks experience is something more than the aprons, cups, beans, and decor. It's an experience that still varies from store to store, despite Starbucks' efforts to homogenize it. That's important because if all Starbucks stores were like that big city hotel lobby store, Marty's afternoon routine would probably be very different. A Starbucks experience is all about the feeling Marty gets as a result of his visit. The taste may always be the same, and so may the cup. But the feeling can be different because the experience can vary. Marty's feelings are the key to a Starbucks relationship, and the feelings of people like Marty are the key to Starbucks' future business success. The story of the consumer. Much has been written about how Starbucks markets its products and about its expansion around the globe and into new categories and distribution channels. But these are stories about the Starbucks company. This book doesn't tell the story of Starbucks or other companies. It's not about visionary entrepreneurs, marketing heads, or advertising agencies. Instead, it tells the story of consumers like Marty, because they determine the future success of any organization that markets branded products and services. This book is about how and why Marty and millions of consumers like him form relationships with brands. There are real differences between what motivates a first purchase or visit and what turns that first date encounter into an ongoing relationship, a brand marriage. Companies like Starbucks should never be satisfied with more first dates. Their financial success depends on their ability to build more marriages. After all, Marty wasn't always a Starbucks customer. In fact, 15 years ago, he had never heard of Starbucks. What brought Marty into Starbucks for the first time was curiosity. He wasn't looking to get married to Starbucks, and he wasn't even searching, at least consciously, for a new and different way to satisfy his desire for a daily break from the office. Then some of the folks at work started talking about a new place for coffee that had just opened up. One friend raved about the latte she had enjoyed the day before. Marty isn't a latte lover, but he was certainly interested in finding out for himself what the buzz was all about. So his first date with Starbucks took place, driven simply by Marty's curiosity about what he was hearing and a feeling that maybe he'd like it. But Marty's relationship with Starbucks didn't suddenly bloom when he sat down and sipped his first cup of coffee. Like all meaningful relationships, it evolved. It took shape over several months and through multiple dating experiences as Marty determined, probably subconsciously, just where, how, and if Starbucks fit his life. His relationship evolved from a first encounter into what has become a true brand marriage. Starbucks is now an irreplaceable part of Marty's daily routine. Now, Marty is not the sort of person who marries every brand with which he comes into regular contact. He doesn't have an emotional bond with his Vaughn's grocery store, even though he buys his bottled water, salad dressing, and bananas there. He's not particularly committed to Sears, even though that's where he bought his blue sweater and his leaf blower. Yet he does have a relationship with Starbucks. What's the difference? Starbucks connects with Marty. Vaughn's and Sears do not. This book digs into what we now know about brand relationships and what we've learned about the formation and the value of a genuine brand marriage. It looks at what it takes to keep a marriage healthy and explores what weakens or even kills a relationship. Reciprocal relationships. Not all brand marriages are between consumers and the stores where they shop or where they take their afternoon coffee breaks. Some brand relationships include a service component, where someone like Jason interacts directly with the customers. But plenty of brand relationships involve a branded product and the consumer who buys or uses that product. These relationships range from beer to spark plugs to microwave ovens. There are also situations